Teflon's death of the firstborn. So, let me go through them. Water to blood, frogs, gnats or lice, flies, livestock disease, boils, thunder and hail, locusts, darkness, and then death of the firstborn. If you're going to go to total darkness 9 and then death of your firstborn 10, why are you fucking around with the flies and the lice?
You gotta like let them know what's coming. You soften them up a little.
Well, I think he wanted to be at least a little fair and like give him a chance. You know, it's like
this
okay,
is Old
if you're
Testament
freaking
God,
someone.
First
you point the gun at him, then you cock the gun, and then you shoot him in the and then you shoot him in the knee and then the face. Like you get progressively worse.
Shoot him in the knee and in the face. Did you just say that?
What?
That's
like if he doesn't cooperate.
That's a knife. Shoot him in the knee and then the face. You know, I hadn't heard that transition.
Really?
I'd heard the knees. Everyone knows the knee move.
Yeah.
I've seen it. Say what again? You know, he took one eventually in the knee.
That's true.
You know, I guess I'm just old school.
Apparently. At some point, we'll do something with all these fucking cables.
Yeah, we're gonna probably change the setup of the studio a bit, so it'll make it more bearable.
So, Alex.
Yep.
Welcome to the team.
Thank you. I'm quite glad to be here.
And are you like the stand-in overlord for Tyler, or
I am.
are you addition to the team even when he comes back? What?
I think we won't necessarily have all of us here every time. I think, but I'm Jason's new event producer, so I'm a permanent addition to the general team here.
Right.
What exactly that means is still sort of being worked out.
Well, how do you feel about it? Are you excited to be
warm
part
and
of the big
fuzzy.
team? Have you seen any of the show?
Yes, I have seen the show.
That is the correct answer, by the way.
Well, yeah, of course.
For those of you
I
testing.
wouldn't walk into something like this and not have watched it first.
So which one was your favorite one?
Name all the guys.
I liked the first one because I just love the classic. I produced TV shows on a college campus for a couple of years, and it totally reminded me of every episode we ever did there of walking in like, you know, we don't really know what we're going to do, but we're just going to kind of sit down, start shooting, and hopefully it comes out good.
So you've just likened us to a
very
student
well-produced
production.
an incredibly well-produced student production.
No, we're all good. So already we're off to a swimming start. Our first real truth in terms of criticism, guys. Because if anything could be said about the show, that would be it. Do you not need this anymore? You've got all you need?
As long as J-Mac has whatever he needs.
Really? He hasn't
On the
loaded that up to
computer.
you yet? Hasn't got that to you yet?
Well, he has it on that computer. He was setting it up. We have a direct connection to that, so
Lovely.
as long as he has a good, high-res copy of it, we should be fine.
All right. You should check out the Easter feast coming together in the kitchen, by the way. When you get a moment.
Where's the kitchen?
I'll
Kitchen.
take you that one.
Okay.
Can we slip to a camera real quick? Yeah.
Anybody interested in the notion of an Easter feast? Who loves the ham? Anybody love the ham?
I'm a horrible Jew. What can I say?
Jews love ham.
It's true. We really do.
Jews love ham. Hey, who's excited about Kurt Smith writing a theme for us? Key of Tears for Fears. He's going to be on the show May 10th and he wants to write a theme. How badass is that?
Pretty good.
All right, here's the...
I usually do like a bun.
Here's the ham cooking. Look at these. Look at these Easter cookies. Are you shitting me? Those were made by hand.
I'll taste that good.
2 of which were mine. 2 of which were Jamie's.
It's Easter. You have to have candy.
Jamie's one of the producers of the show, and by
You mean craft services?
jelly beans, don't think that it's only craft services that we're doing. We wrote the Larry King game, a prominent feature on the show, played not only by myself, as well as the viewers, but also each and every guest, except for Elon Musk, who got the pass, but I'm dedicated to him being the last guest to get the pass on not playing Larry King. Gambling going on here at Mahalo? You be the judge. All right. People have their priorities straight. Good reading. Candy. What else do we need? Now we're back in the studio.
Yeah, but it may be.
Some of the material working for you on today's show. I'm not sure why we went to Bed Bath & Beyond. I can't even remember now, but there Jamie and I were at the Bed Bath & Beyond, passing by the Easter section, followed by the Passover section at Bed Bath & Beyond. Son of a bitch if this wasn't there. Can you read that, kids? Passover, 10 plagues, finger puppets. Are you shitting me? My question first was, who is this for? How young is the child that you would want finger puppets to explain the incredible 10 plagues? And what kind of a story is that to be sharing at all?
What was wrong?
So many great things took place in biblical times. Shall we go right to the 10 plagues with 2-year-old, 3-year-old? Hey, listen to me. Listen to me. Hey, over here. Honey, look at Daddy. Look at Daddy. Hey, 10 plagues. All right? Let's look at them in order, shall we? He turned the water into blood. Why? Wanted to freak out the Pharaoh, basically. Moses, I looked this up online. Moses, because, you know, I'm a horrible Jew. Moses went to the Lord and said, hey, the Pharaoh's being a total prick. I'm trying to do this feast in the desert there, and he won't let my people go. He won't let my people go for a party. That's how the 10 plagues came about. A party. Yeah, that's how Moses rolls. We're not going to party? Really? I'm going to the man. Nana. Excuse me, God, if you have a second. God says, sure. Let's freak out the Pharaoh, shall we? For shits and giggles. We're going to start with a little blood. Put your staff, give it to your son. Have him put it in the water there, the river water. Turn that to blood. Followed by frogs. Always a great party favor. Who doesn't want frogs falling? Then you've got, look everybody, lice. Number 3, lice. Yeah, frogs falling. How do you follow that with lice? Wait, it gets worse. I'm not sure why there's a lion for number 4, because you know what number 4 is? Flies. Yeah, I Googled it. Flies. All right? You see that? Fucking flies. So you start out with blood. Jesus, the water is blood. Well, Jesus wasn't there. Then frogs. Oh my God, frogs are falling. Then lice. And then this. This is a problem. Are you shitting me? All right. Then we're going to go right to kill the cattle. All right, that's where the fatted calf is going to come from. All the Indian people later to freak out. But kill the calves, kill the cattle. Then everyone gets boils. Hey, everybody, boils. You like those? Wear those for a couple days. Followed by hail. What? I'm covered in boils? Now the weather's bad? All over the map here, Lord. Locusts. Again, total freak out. You can't, there's locusts everywhere. You can't get through the locusts. Couple plagues ago, we just had this. Flies. Oh, a couple of flies. Locusts. Followed by, second to last, the 9th plague, darkness. Hi, I'm darkness. Now, darkness, I'm assuming, not what you may think, the first minstrel show. No. This is total darkness. Every noon, morning, night, dark. Followed by the last plague. And look how sweet that is. Can you see that? The death of the firstborn. I'm going to take your firstborn and lop off his head. Now, if you're going to finish, a little critique to the Lord, if your closer in the act is death to firstborn, don't fuck around with flies. Seriously, nobody gives a shit about lice and flies. You got darkness and death of the firstborn, man. What are you, teasing me with the flies? Hey, flies. All right, so that's going to be on the show. Just kind of warming it up right now. And if it doesn't work on the show, we'll always have this to reflect back on.
Talk to the CEO and all that. Well, yeah, we can probably, Alex and I are going to get that rolling probably this week and then switch it from...
Because you know we have our first Academy Award winner next Sunday.
Still never heard of this
The
guy.
Usual Suspects. He picked up an Oscar at age 27. I'm just saying. Also, Paget Brewster, our first woman. She's unbelievably brilliant. She's on Criminal Minds now because it's a fabulous paycheck along with Joe Montana. But she also does great voices on American Dad and other shows, and she's hilarious.
I mean, if there's an issue with getting bit gravity, simply because, it is a professional thing, so sometimes those can take longer to get off. We could also... Alright, I guess we're already set up there. We could also go to Ustream if necessary.
Why can't we do both? Doesn't Leo use like 5 different fucking platforms? Somebody told me he's on way more than one. Like
I don't know how to do that.
I think for syndication he is. Well, if we got the DeckLink card this week, we could go out to like bit gravity through the Mac, or out to Ustream through the Mac, and out to bit gravity straight off the TriCaster.
Yeah.
What is this deck card you speak of?
It's a adapter. It's a interface card that like takes the video out from the TriCaster into the Mac Pro.
We're also going to start streaming it into the Mac, into Final Cut, and then we've learned a way to, with some Apple scripts, to like one button publish it.
Yeah, so it'll automatically encode and then push out to whatever websites we want it
Whose
to.
incredible idea was that?
This is how Victor does it. Tom Green.
I knew he would be helpful.
Yes.
I mean, we've literally been making this shit up as we've gone. And it's so nice to actually meet someone who's done the thing.
Yeah.
Is that us?
No, this is Tom
Oh, that's
Green.
Tom Green.
Yeah. Well, no, and it's great because I think Tom Green, they started off at a point, when they started doing the show, very much exactly where I think we are right now.
Sure.
And so they've gone through this whole path. So I think, for next week, if we can get Big Gravity online, I think that's the way to go. And I think Ustream, between the two of them, I prefer their platform. I think it's a little more powerful, and we can actually, we'll be able to get better
Ustream is more powerful?
Yeah, we'll be able to get better user statistics on it, because apparently Stickcam, from all we can tell, caps the number of users that we can see.
You know, if this was me, like watching this for my own pleasure, I'd be over it.
Alex?
Mm-hmm.
The fact that the website, Kevin Pollak's Chat Show, doesn't right now say on the homepage, tune in today at 5 Pacific Time, Pacific Daylight Time, for Doug Benson and Bobby Slayton. The fact that that's, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You understand why that would make my head explode.
Yes, I do.
Now, is Jacob's, does anyone know is Jacob's attitude like, look, I've only got 9 minutes a day I can spend on this bullshit?
Well, he taught JMac how to update the blog, is my understanding.
I like this.
JMac?
To the
Yes, sir.
homepage and stuff. Is this
Jacob has now instructed you on how to update the blog?
Yeah.
Or just
and
the
about
calendar?
it's the blog, but it was like a paragraph, and Tyler told me last week, get familiar with the WordPress blog. I haven't had a spare second this week to do that. I'm sure I could tinker with it.
No, I mean, who can redesign? I don't think it's JMac that's going to be in charge of redesigning the web.
The whole thing?
Well,
That would be Jacob.
yeah, I mean, just like if I wanted to say, tune in tonight at 5 for Doug Benson and Bobby Slayton. The fact that that's not on the homepage, the first thing you see makes my head explode. So that's a Jacob thing. Clearly.
Well, you could create
you could create anyone can do that. If you want to add different tabs and change the whole layout of the site, that's Jacob. Anyone can log in and update a blog post.
Update, yes. Yeah, I'm looking for what the homepage should look like. The homepage should not be a scroll down of episodes. You know? That's about as lame as a homepage could technically be, and I'm not...
And I think Jacob can make it do whatever you want, but just Jacob needs to be told how it's working.
And
I don't know who that...
That's a conversation I should really have with Captain.
Probably.
Oh wait, this one's...
Because, it took 4 weeks to get the kid to do a calendar for us, so I don't know how long it's going to take before he changes the homepage. I mean, I have my own minions that I've already started to gather to build KevinPollak.tv, this is all ultimately going to be. We're going to lose this altogether, but that's going to take months and months for it to be state-of-the-art, bitchin' cool. Wow, look at that fucking thing. So in the meantime, God, I don't know what to do. Maybe have a separate meeting between you, Calcanis, and Jacob and sit down next week. When is Calcanis back?
He
From Korea.
Yeah. He gets back on
So-
the 18th.
19th?
Yeah.
Week from
He
today.
lands sometime on the 18th, but he'll be.
All right,
Good
well,
Astro cover.
he's got emails. I guess I'll just send him an email about that. All right, so,
Well, but if it's just a matter of anyone can update the blog.
but the homepage, literally, to change it from,
You
My
want an
understanding was
entirely
that
redesigned page.
showed
He
you
didn't show me anything. He gave me a password and said if you want to change your, I mentioned adding something to the FAQ. He said here's how you do it, but
yeah,
that's
changing
the
words in the
furthest.
FAQ,
Yes.
changing shit on the calendar. I think that's all JMAC's been instructed to do. But in terms of replacing this
Player.
with the very first thing you see on the homepage, like how to create space between these episodes, and so that you have to scroll down to the episodes, or I'd rather click to see the episodes, quite frankly. But just the homepage saying every week it changes to this week. Tune in to
It's WordPress.
and who the
Yeah.
guest. Can anyone? You're saying anyone can do that?
Anyone with a login.
Yeah.
I have a login. Do that.
Could someone maybe take the next half
Do you have
hour?
experience with WordPress? I don't know WordPress.
Yeah, no, I know it.
Yeah, we can make that. And there probably is even a way to auto take it from the calendar. Like he could be updating the calendar, and then every.
Once it's,
And then
once it's
72
established as a first thing you see, then JMAC can certainly go in and change the names every week and the date. Sure.
But you want to leave that at the top. This week's guest.
I just love the very
Just
first
like
thing
where
you
it
see in
says-
big bold print, as big as Kevin Pollak's chat show. That big and bold. I'd like to see the very first thing you see, not episode 3 now available, but rather. So I'm sorry, you're going to throw this on Stickcam. That's what you were doing before I interrupted.
What's your login?
Dig into.
Okay.
You hear the word nasty. First thing that comes to your mind. Man having sex with animals. But wait a second. Wait, what kind of animal? Don't put all animals in one category. What do you think that would be? Something with nude broads. Something like that. Sounds like me.
You go to the chick ass place, everybody's getting food stamps.
Mostly the Canadians, too, isn't it? Canadians.
That's what I'm saying.
More than the Mexicans. I think the Canadians are really fucking us up.
The Mexicans are getting food stamps, the Iranians, the Jews, everybody's getting food stamps. Ain't no jobs out here.
No jobs.
For the American.
Now, this guy could be working doing anything if it wasn't for the Canadians, right?
Right.
The devil is a nasty, okay? The devil. Well, hold on 1 second. Come on, no, I want to hear the. Hey, what? Hey, Joe Bush, you get that? Because put goddamn tattoos in my fucking son's face. Now get the fuck out of my face.
It's 3:17. There's a general feeling of, oh my God, we're never going to be ready. That's something we've had every week at 2:17, 3:17, 4:17, and strangely, 5:17 after the show's already started. What? He doesn't have any makeup on the top of his head, of course.
Right.
So,
So
you know,
none, really.
bring it down a little more.
Which was really funny. I mean, I did not expect that to happen.
Okay.
It's too dark for you, isn't it?
I've never met it.
It's gonna get there. And my other concern is it affecting, because that light is one of your sort of the primary lights on you.
Let's
And
see
so
my
from
camera.
That too. All right. Are you gonna be wearing a hat on the show? Or not?
I always wear a hat. And he says he's seen the episode.
Here we go.
Changed their thing.
What am I? Every episode.
Okay.
I've yet to wear a baseball hat. I'll give you that. I usually wear a shorter bill hat. I'm thinking this one today, actually.
You consider it a do-rag at any point. I mean, I think it would
Jews-
reach
I
out
think
to
it
a
would
different
hurt. Jews
market.
look great in do-rags.
That's where you're wrong.
Okay, we're good.
Nice hat.
Thank you, sir. This one costs a pretty penny. I don't mind telling you. So the overall brightness I'm seeing in the monitor to your left,
On that is
just of the wide shot.
Yeah.
The wide shot.
well, all of them are brighter than they're coming up on here and sort of have less color depth. That can be a function of a lot of things, including the monitor and the compression for the stream.
That's why, like, during the show, half the people in the chat room are saying it's too dark, and the rest are like, no, it's perfect, don't fuck around with
remember,
it.
everyone at home has their monitors calibrated differently.
Okay, so, what should we test next? Please, just so you know, I mean, I can't lie. All of the lights are brighter than they've ever been.
Okay.
So, even when the show looked great that first episode, they were nowhere near this bright. I guess I just need to get used to this new brighter thing.
Yeah. I mean, the important thing isn't sort of the overall brightness of one or the other, because there's 16 different places you can make adjustments. The important thing is that in relation to each other, they're all at the right level.
That I agree with. So, please, Dr. Chen, we don't have that much insurance. Come down and get rid of that fucking line. Hey, ham feast in 10 minutes, everybody.
Really?
Less than that.
Yes.
Potatoes. There's all kinds of goodies. There's a vegetable that everyone's going to go, ooh, ah.
It's cold.
But it's cold.
I'm not eating
You're starving.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, okay, everyone is starving. This is going to be great. We're going to take a break. We're going to take a break in 10 minutes, everybody, and sit down and have a proper meal. It's being Easter.
Yes.
And,
so do you know
Christ
how
is
it's
risen.
structured?
I'll explain why
Christ
we
is
killed your dude.
Christ is risen.
Christ is risen. Let's eat some ham.
We need to get.
I know.
You got her, didn't you? Did you get her on?
I'm
Did
trying
we
to
use
mess
that in
with
the...
I don't want to mess with anything too much, but the problem is that
It's worth a damn. It won't happen this time because I'll remember to push record. So.
It's still new, it's all good. No, this was more a question. Am I beating down my troops that everyone feels defensive? This is more a question because I'm an idiot. Let's start there. I don't know anything. I try to reiterate this as often as possible because it's a fact. So,
You got that, right?
from recording, or streaming live, I should say, from streaming live to uploading, iTunes, Blip, here, we're able to make as many changes as we want.
Mm-hmm.
For example, taking out me talking over the theme music from last week. We were able to pull that because I just played it and you didn't hear it.
That's a separate issue. That's because we weren't recording to the disc for that first 4 seconds of the show.
But it's streamed live.
It's streamed live, yes.
That way. But it wasn't recording anyway, is your point. That's why
exactly. There was nothing to change.
Okay.
We're not we don't have, I mean, that's, again, a conversation for Jason, is we're not recording each individual audio track separately, so we can't go back and change that.
Right, that is the last piece of equipment that I will have to kill somebody to get, apparently, is the recording on separate tracks, FYI. Put that on your wish list, Alex, of things to accomplish since you seem to be cracking a new whip.
That one's a lot more complex.
Yeah,
and
that's
a lot more expensive.
That's a big.
Give me a number.
I mean, you'd have to run it into another computer.
Yeah, we'd have to run an entirely separate mix in the thousands.
Yeah.
For not much additional functionality.
2,000 or 12,000?
5.
Okay. And does Tom Green have separate channels?
He didn't mention
Didn't
it,
come
and
up with
honestly,
Victor.
I doubt it.
And by the way, I'm not trying to be pissy when I say that.
Right. No, and
I'm
what I'd
gathering
say is,
information.
I think the other problem with doing the multiple channels is it increases our complexity, and I think it's something we don't want to introduce because I think keeping the show simple during the live run of it is best because things.
Yeah, I'm most interested in archive. Understand that the streaming live, we're averaging under 1,000 eyeballs, and everyone's convinced me to stop caring about that. That will grow or it won't. What is most important is the archive, the afterlife, the ancillary rights, if you will. And in those versions, we should be able to make all changes necessary.
Well, actually,
I'm not looking for slicker
Hold
perfection
on.
also. Yes.
Once we get the decklink card, if we're going into Final Cut,
It'll record it.
if we have but here, what we can do.
Better mixer too.
Right. So, but if we have a different mixer, what we can do is we can run a split so that we're mixing the audio separate. Well, basically, it'd be running 2 audio mixers. In a way, we wouldn't really have a mixer for the recorded version, but we'd sort of have the mix that goes into that box. But then we have a FireWire audio interface that can run probably, and I saw one in the closet that would run 8 channels. That I think we could get 8 channels going through.
Yeah.
And then we
What does it record it though in on the computer?
It would record
Would it
it.
have to be on a separate Mac Pro?
No. It should be able to, because Final Cut should let you, it can do multiple channels of audio. The only key with Final Cut is I don't know how many channels of audio it can record simultaneously.
Right.
I know you can process as many
Well, we only really need
tracks as you can.
4.
We need 6.
No. Oh wait, yes.
Left and right off the
That's a good-
computer, left and right out of the DDR. Left and right out of the computer,
I'm
left
shooting
and right
right
out of
up
the
your nose,
DDR, 2 mics. And that's assuming we only stay with 2 mics. I think 8 would be enough.
Eventually do
Yes.
3. So you
Okay, so I think 8 would be enough.
Yes.
Okay.
That's the job.
That's a great one.
Okay.
Good, better, or best?
That's good.
Good.
So yeah, all the audio is going to be on you.
Okay.
Except the intro. That's good.
You know, we have a wall, a really cool wall with really cool stuff.
I think your joke still works because when you read what I write, it's implied that I read his thing first. You know what I mean?
Right.
So then
Well,
it's
you
obvious.
write whatever you want, but would that be funny? Can't Carvey and spell my name right? Spell Carvey with a K. Or what the fuck was wrong with Carvey? Or what would? Oh, what do you write? Whatever you want. But it would have been nice because I had the 2 pictures. I don't know what I did with the other one. I have a wall of memorabilia that I put together. It's so great, and I'm not using a lot of autographs. I don't want to look like a comedy club.
Let's do this. Let's take a look at the close-up camera, please.
For the finger or for you?
Well, I want to be able to show this.
Okay.
The close-up camera, not the.
So this one?
Man, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so go to 5.
Already there.
Oh, you are.
Oh, so we should zoom in on that.
Are you going to show this on the show?
I'm thinking about it.
So then you should wait to sign it.
That body?
Because I want you to talk about your new show, and then we talk about your wall of memorabilia, and we can talk about things like
I
that.
meant to take pictures of that too. I meant to wear a different color shirt. I can really improve.
You know what?
No matter what happens, I'll be better than Benson, so it's not a problem. Where's he, by the way?
What time is it?
It is 4:20.
Okay, so for best showing, is it really? For best showing.
These cameras are so good. It's
Okay.
amazing what you can do with a small camera. I just bought one like that. It's mind-boggling.
Keep it there. Look at this,
Hey,
Bobby.
this isn't live, right? You're taping it.
It streams live.
Oh, it's nice. We can say that. We can mention it's Easter, obviously.
Look at him. Look what I found.
Well, that's why I was asking.
Oh, Jesus.
Where'd you get that?
Bed Bath and Beyond. Why would? Who's this for? Are you teaching a 2-year-old about the 10 fucking plagues?
I don't even remember them all. What's that, Negroes? What's this?
10 plagues.
Oh, darkness, same thing.
Darkness. I did a similar joke. This is the first menstrual show I said.
Okay, get the fuck out of my face.
You went right to Negroes. It's fantastic. All right, but get out of the way of the shot.
Oh,
Sorry, we're just lining this up. So do we have to be wider now, or do I have to?
Yeah, I mean, we can tweak the.
Because I'd like to go. I want them to be able to read it, but I want to be able to see all 5.
Oh, I get some.
Okay. So now let me hold the photo. See the photo. I don't know why we haven't adjusted the monitor so that it matches the. I guess we can.
We got to talk about that. How much time do we have?
No, I'm live at 5. Then I talk for about 10 or 15 minutes.
Right.
And then I introduce my first guest.
Right.
My first question to you is, before Doug gets here,
Am I going on before him?
which do you prefer?
I'd rather go on first and get out of here. I have a dinner to go to at 6:30. I mean, I'll be happy to stay. You know, what about the rest of it? You drink half of it?
You want a full glass?
Just drink
We'll bring you more.
I'll kill you.
I mean, I don't usually drink. I've never drank on TV before.
This would be fabulous.
I thought you were opening.
Can I get you for 1 sec?
Yeah.
And then you can come back.
All right, I'll get.
Much go before John Benson.
Well, he did arrive first, so maybe he'd see.
I should be first. I don't care. However you want to do your show. I'd rather not sit through him if I don't have to. I love Doug Benson. But, how long has he done the show for?
This is week 4.
It's been the 4th week. Every Sunday?
Yep.
Sunday at 5.
I know, I want you to not do that.
Also available on iTunes and Blitz TV.
Hey, J Mac.
Yes, sir.
The way the intro works now is it's just before we would fade in and show Kevin and keep the music playing and then fade the music up. This one actually has an end.
Okay.
All right.
So do we want
Just fade it out.
Go ahead and
Just
talk.
fade it out as he talks.
Did you power him up? Yeah.
Cool.
Do we need to do makeup?
Do you
We don't go for
do you
35
want to
minutes,
fade
right?
in and have him? There's always a weird transition
When the
where
camera like this?
I like all that.
he's on screen,
All right, mic
but
us
he
up.
never knows what
Is he
he's saying.
Yeah, I'm coming. We have 35 minutes, right?
Can we? He's on screen music. We're gonna
35 minutes till show, people.
Yeah.
Do you like to go
We don't.
It's like getting shiny.
Is that
Do you want me to go like this?
Well, that's what I'm asking. Like,
Okay.
we always butcher the transition.
I'll
Now,
visually
here's
go
a question for you.
like that.
We've yet to do it. We've yet to master this. I would like my second guest, of course, mic'd as well.
Yep, we have another mic for that.
But the awkward transition. Here's two awkward transitions. Bobby,
Yeah, come you do them exactly.
when I'm done with the first guest, okay, I will thank them. Hey, welcome. I will have something to eat, please, if you're hungry. Bobby, so you know, when our segment ends, I will thank you very much for being here.
I hope so.
You'll say you're welcome, and whatever you're
I'll
going to
say
say.
whatever I want.
You'll say whatever you want. Bust my balls one last time, but here's the important part. I'm then going to talk directly to the audience again, like I do at the beginning.
Okay.
That's where we have the potential for an awkward exit for you, because technically you're supposed to be able to get up and get the fuck out of here.
Right?
And that's the thing. Can we lose some of the chairs that aren't going to ultimately be here, so we get a sense?
All right, so when you talk to them,
You need one right there.
you do.
So get those.
Walk right here, right?
Walk around the camera there. You help with this transition. So stay on my camera for that whole transition of the first guest being allowed out and the second guest being sat down. Equally as important, the second guest needs to understand. When I thank the second guest and say thank you and then address the camera again, that second guest, with your help, please, up out of the chair and sit back against the wall. Have you seen any of these shows? And it's okay if you haven't, but the reason I ask is...
That's the reason I
totally
set that
conversation.
chair there is so they
This is an actual
have good access. But
conversation.
yeah, let's do it. I mean, what I'd say is just be damn careful that you don't touch any camera while it's on.
Right, of course.
This is why we need talent. And turn bill that next.
I don't want to play it out. Well, Vegas not really. Leno and what's the name? I want to talk about what's the name?
Problem is they also keep moving in the frame.
Right.
That's
Hey, sounds like me.
And we need to get that shirt off Kevin's chair. Somebody.
Emailed you, but it bounced back.
I don't even know how it's possible.
They say next week they go to DC. He's retired now. Susan, the head of security in Washington,
Seriously? They live in D.C.
live in Virginia.
So when I go to D.C. next,
Who's that fucking comic? God damn it. A friend. You can see his name on the marquee to say this. I don't like. He has a. He's a. Don't a few guys off the line.
So what's going on? What are you doing? You're awesome. You're like perfect. I'm just saying. The only thing I'd change is you don't eat meat. Why?
Because I just didn't decide that it wasn't necessary to eat animals a long time ago, and
That's
then
a good
it
reason.
kind of stuck.
Okay. No, that's a good reason.
Although I do eat chicken, so I do eat some animals.
You are perfect.
I don't eat red meat.
That's okay. That's compromise. That's cool. What?
I'm being fucking evil. And this is really cool.
did you have a better bed?
No, I don't remember. I was going to try to top you. That'd be too easy. No, what I was going to say was, is that...
By the way, for those of you watching at home, Bobby was told, you got 40 minutes, take your time. Just to give you an idea.
I know.
This is the pace when you can
I have 2 hours of stuff I'm trying to cram into 40 minutes. Now it's going to be... Now you've ruined me. Now you slowed me up. It's 30 seconds I've lost because you had to talk.
All right, go ahead.
No, what I was going to say was, is there any way I can have this?
Not a chance in hell. Unless I know for sure I can get another one.
Well, the only reason I'm asking this is right after this going to Easter dinner, I think there's going to be kids there. I hate kids.
You know what, Bob?
I'd like to scare the fuck out of them with this.
I take it back. You're the perfect person to pass that along.
Hey, you brought this up too. It's interesting to me that these plagues, the thing I hate about religion, I hate about the Bible, is they need to update this stuff, because a lot of this stuff's obsolete. You know what?
flowers in general.
It doesn't exist anymore. I mean, what they should have it is peanut butter, pistachio nuts, spinach. These are the things that'll kill people. You know, AIDS, cancer.
I see what you're saying.
You don't need the jigger. You know. Not to wear black. Nobody tells you this. You think you get a fucking come up. Here's your goddamn shirt. Here's your fucking shirt. It's a nice thank you. I was supposed to make my exit out here. But you know what? You can't edit this out. We're on live internet.